Today in this video I'm going to show you some really good clues on how you can treble the output, and I mean treble the output of your fruit trees and your vegetables and your herbs. Right? The key is when you live in a borough like we do, you've got to get friendly with your neighbours. Get friendly with your neighbours and get friendly with the tree loppers, the people that cut trees down. Today I was in the back of the house and I heard the machine going, and they were cutting a tree down in one of my neighbours' yards, and I thought, right, they're going to chip the tree. They've got big logs, right? They're going to put it to a chipper, and it's going to come out. It's got to come out through, like as chips, right? So now what you see here, if you look at that, you see that is a remnant of a tree. Okay, there was a big tree. The logs were about that big, like that, and that there is the remnant of a tree. When they've put it to the chipper, it's a commercial chipper. They put it through and it grinds it up, and then you end up with that. Now, that is the most wonderful compost maker you can get, because it's full of nitrogen and lignin, which is wood. And when you put it around your fruit trees, you know, the tree grows bigger and stronger, and the following year you get double, treble the crops. Now, that's from the tree that was cut today. So they gave me a whole bag. Look at the size of it. That's enough for about 4 or 5 trees there, okay? 4 or 5 trees. Now, whilst we're at it, my neighbour, another neighbour, he had his grass cut today, as you can see here. That's his grass. Now look at that. See the difference? See, that's grass, and this is tree compost. See the difference? See that? Now, they're both important, right? There's the grass. Now, with the grass came some roses, like that, some roses. Now, the problem is the roses have got thorns in them, so you wouldn't put it in your compost. But what you do, you take it up there like that, and you see that? You strip it like that, and then you put that, you crush it, and then that one there is put in the bin, because it's thorns. So you remove that, put it away on the side, and then like this, rows after rows, you see that? Full of thorns. You just grab that like that, crush it in there. That's good compost. See there, do it again one more time like that, see? Now this one you don't use, that goes in the bin. Right, now, so what we're going to do now, we're going to show you how we combine that tree chips with the grass. Now look at that grass. This is organic grass. He doesn't use fertilizer. Look at that. See that? That is full of nitrogen. If you put that around your fruit trees and your vegetables and your herbs, the following year you double, treble the quantity of your herbs. That's how it works, right? Now I end up with this one neighbor alone, right? He's got quite a big lawn. He gave me that bag and he gave me that bag. So as you can see there, look at that. See, it's got leaves in it, and there's more grass in that one. Can you see that? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you what I do. I want to drag that bag, right? And on the way, I'll drag that bag on the way, we're going to stop. And those trees that were cut in the tree today, I spotted the log I spotted the actual tree they cut. And so they did me a favor, they used their chainsaw and they cut it into multiple pieces like that, and like that, you see? Now what I'd already done that bed there like that, and the idea behind it, by putting that here, it stops the grass from sliding with rain into the pavement here. So that's going to retain, it's like that's the retaining wall, additional retaining wall, rock like that, so that all that compost here is going to break down bit by bit. It's going to stay there. Instead of sliding on this part, it will stay there, and it will feed that pear tree. Can you see the pear tree? That pear tree is 2 years old. Now, guaranteed, because of the amount of compost I'm putting in there, that's going to treble that size in next year. Treble that size. This year, 4 pears. After 2 years, next year it'll be about 2 or 3, probably 10, 15 pairs, and so on and so on and so on. So now, so you can see the logs. So like 1 log, 2 logs, 3 logs. Come over this way, like that. Now that's one of the bigger logs, as you can see there, one of the bigger logs. I've already, now this is about 4 years old. It's 4 to 5 years old. That's a red plum, beautiful sweet plum. And you can see already I've put a lot of lawn clippings around the trunk, as you can see there. I've put that there to hold the lawn clippings in position next to the trunk so it doesn't wash off and goes in the pavement like that and wasting good compost. Now, so I'm going to be using later on, I'm going to be using a mouth like that, as you can see, and I'm going to put it like that. You see that? I'm going to put it like that on the actual compost heap, like that, and I'm going to put it there like this, and you can see what I'm doing. There's the trunk, there's the side of the trunk. I'm putting the compost right around it. The compost is going to be held in position by that log, and you can see I put 3 pegs here. This is raspberries, so the raspberries here and the logs will help to stabilize the compost in that position. It will rot down over next year and will become black compost, and that will give us probably close to 80 to 100 80 to 100 plums, right? I'm going to be doing this with the fig trees, the raspberries, and other trees, right? I've also got a nectarine going to be fed. So I've got 2 bags of very good grass, and that's going to be used for composting every tree we've got. So I'm looking forward to getting your feedback about what you think of that. Now, the people that give me the compost is a company called Trees and Gardens. That's their name, Trees and Gardens. Lovely people, and they were very friendly. And when I told them what I did, they said, "All right, we'll give you the logs, we'll give you the chips, right? And they are excellent tree loppers." So Trees and Gardens. So look after them because they looked after me. Take care.